Hi everybody, Zach Rouse here, your realtor in the Twin Cities. Now I just wrote a book. I hate self-help books, so I found it prudent to write one myself. It's a brass tacks, foul-mouthed take on the 3 things we creatives need to do to get our goals accomplished. So I'm going to read you a little section from chapter 1 today entitled Immersion. Immersion. What is immersion? Well, from Google, it's a noun, obviously, immersion, the action of immersing someone or something in a liquid. His back was still raw from immersion in the icy Atlantic Ocean. Deep mental involvement. His immersion in Jewish culture. A method of teaching a foreign language by the exclusive use of that language, usually at a special school. Now, I particularly like that last one. Exclusive use of that language. What a cool idea. If you could just only use the language of your favorite activity in your day-to-day life, you would be brilliant and successful at it in like a month flat. The first one is funny, but it applies as well. Immersing yourself in the liquid, primordial ooze of creation, fully submitting to your subconscious, and coming out the other side a superhero in the execution of your ideas. And the second, deep mental involvement. All of these definitions work great, and whichever one you grab onto as the one that makes sense to you is great. But here's the rub. Immersion in what? You have to choose what to drown yourself in. For some of us, that's easy. Some of us are lucky in that we only have one thing. I've known guitarists who looked like ghosts. Their skin was so white. They never left their rooms or saw daylight. They smoked cigarettes and practiced guitar day and night. Their houses looked and smelled like a pet cemetery. They completely neglected their physical realities to focus on the internal struggle of immersion in the one thing they wanted, guitar. They were the guitar. Those guys are lucky. And they aren't reading this book, I promise you, because they are already at the last page of it. I envy those fuckers, man. Yeah, they may die early from cigarettes and candy bars, but they are monks. Now, for those of us who have more than one focus, that's the rub. I have a cycle myself. I imagine a huge wheel like Wheel of Fortune. And I am the needle on that wheel. And it keeps going around, and all my interests are represented on the board in their own little pie wedge. And every 6 weeks or 2 months or 3 days, the wheel kicks the needle out of its current wedge and into the next. And now I'm on to acting. I'm going to be a full-time actor. Get my resume updated, get new headshots, edit the demo video, load my stuff on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm a writer. Keep plugging away at my novel. Oh, shit! I have my play going, too, and that needs workshopped and rewrites. Put my older plays on Amazon and submit my stuff to contests, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm a photographer, post an ad on Craigslist and do portraiture. Go out and get candids of homeless people and people on their cell phones. Put my pictures on canvas and sell them at festivals, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm a sax player. This is the vicious cycle for me. And I suspect some of you are on the same wheel. We envy those who are of single mind because of how much easier it would be to just finish something. And we often misrepresent this cycle as a lack of motivation, depression, or any of a myriad other attributable causes. But to be honest with you, it's really very simple. We're complicated people. We require a little more organization to get it done. We have to put one of those things ahead of the others. And then when the wheel comes around, we have to stop it from turning and focus until we finish that particular item. Now, if you'd like to read the whole book, it is available on Amazon.com by searching for me, Zachary Rouse. It's called The Success Triangle, and it's about the 3 things you need to do to get your goals accomplished. Brass tacks. I hate self-help, so I wrote a self-help book. Have a great day, everybody.